Hello there. Today is day 19 of working on a currently untitled project, so let's hop right in. So today I added basic controller support, including menu navigation in the game. So some basic, just fairly basic. Yeah, it doesn't quite feel right now, but it does work. I'm not used to playing with controllers myself, so I have a hard time telling exactly how it feels. I need feedback from someone who does use controllers more often, as to whether or not this feels any good. Yeah. Apart from that, I also added the controller information to the main menu, and those are the core changes to the game right now. So if you want just those, feel free to click off. Otherwise, feel free to stick around and listen to me ramble. Today was a bit of an off day for me. One of the things I realized only a few hours ago is I forgot to take my meds for the second half of the day, so I've been out of it for a while. Oops. Yeah, and tomorrow I'm going to be playing the Hollows with friends again. This might be the last session, but that could have also been the case for this previous session, and we'll just see where we're at when we get there. Yeah. So it's unlikely that I'll get a huge amount of work done tomorrow as well. Yeah, in terms of the controller support, like I said, it feels off. It doesn't quite feel right. That might just be because I don't use controllers a huge amount. Oh, that's a bug. I should fix that. If you release the right stick, the aiming reticle just sits there. Yeah, I don't know, I need to discuss which buttons are used for swapping weapons, which ones are used for firing, which ones are used for using power-ups. Right now I'm using the left and right triggers for firing, and I'm using the left and right bumpers for power-ups, and I'm using the west, north, south, and east buttons in that order for swapping weapons. So, west is 1, north is 2, south is 3, east is 4. And I'm using the left and right sticks for moving and shooting, respectively. And you can see how much this is fidgeting around. Maybe I just need to interpolate it between frames, but that means you're not always pointing exactly where you're shooting, which is not ideal. So I need to look at how some other twin-stick shooters handle this. Maybe just disable the reticle if it's gamepad support, and just rely on the one on the player instead, because this doesn't look great. I also can't test this on a PlayStation controller yet, so hopefully it just works and it's not a problem. Yeah, so I also have a bit of stick drift on this controller. This is not a good controller to use. Yeah, like that. I'm not pressing the left stick right now, I'm just sort of drifting. And that's with dead zones added. Yeah. Oh yeah, the weapons menu right now is total crap. Not a problem in this specific case, but right here it seems totally fine, right? But if you run at a low resolution where there's a scroll bar, and you go into it, and you go to the right here, you just keep going, and to get to the scroll bar, you need to go to the railgun, and then, or the starburst or the railgun, and press it down. And that's how, or the gravity well, it seems. And that's how you get to, well, the beam, actually. But, yeah, it's, not optimal. Oh, it's dynamic based on where everything's located. Okay. Yeah, every time everything moves, because it's automatic, it recalculates which element is going to be linked to which element. So Starburst right now doesn't link, and if I go ahead and do that, and then do that, now Starburst is linked. So, yeah. Like I said, that's not optimal. This needs to change. Like, it should just scroll when you, automatically when you do that, and like the scroll bar shouldn't even be selectable. Ideally. You should just navigate by going between things like this. Yeah, so this needs to get fixed. I just didn't get to it today. And yeah, but before I run a playtest with the full controller support, I need to I need to fix this. Anyways, the other thing I want to discuss is like the positioning of buttons in general and which ones get auto-selected, because like right now, like when you click settings, it automatically selects back, for example. And then you go up here, and if you hit apply or revoke changes, it then selects back, regardless of which one you hit. For apply changes, that makes sense. You know, you apply the changes, and then you go to the back button. But if you hit revoke changes, does going to back make sense? Is that where you want to go? You can't stay on apply or revoke changes because those buttons gray out and become disabled, and then you can't navigate through the menu anymore if that's the case. I don't know, it's an interesting discussion to have, along with the exact location of different UI elements. Like maybe, you know, back should be located up here instead of down here. Maybe that would flow better. Having actual tabs for like graphics or gameplay or UI or accessibility or audio or so on and so forth would probably be good. That's a to-do for like when expanding the settings menu in general. The settings menu is a pretty big topic. I don't know exactly how much stuff is going to go in there, but yeah, something to figure out. Navigation also works with keyboard. You can use WASD and enter, or the arrow keys and enter. Got a bit more playtest feedback today on the movement playtest. Finally got someone who said that they wanted the pinpoint movement rather than the nearly pinpoint movement, which is interesting. Yeah, most people have gone with springy. I think that's been the average result, is springy movement. Which is interesting. Right now the settings are just a bit below what springy was. So yeah, big decision to make. I may change it a bit as I go forward, but yeah, for right now that's where it's at. Anyways, I think that's everything. If you have questions, comments, or ideas, or anything else on your mind, feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.